So Tommy, what are you doing these days ever since the room?
Well, I've just come back from London. We have a big screen on the room. We have a great crowd. That was very exciting.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
so many people love your movie. Were you expecting to get such a huge reaction?
yeah, but let me respond to your question
Oh,
first. I mean, I'm working on The Neighbors right now and also Vampire movie. We are working still on the Blu-ray, the roof on Blu-ray. And, very happy about what's happening in the world because it seems to me that everybody embrace, the room. And we're promoting actually American football for your information all over the world. I was not in Paris actually. I was in Paris, but to playing football in Paris as well as London. Fun.
that's
Okay, move on. Next question.
no, that's really amazing. I mean, I love your movie so
Well,
much, and
thank you. That's very kind of you.
yeah, I love it. Can you tell me more about? You mentioned something called Neighbors.
Yeah, we're working on the sitcom. It's called The Neighbors. We're casting right now. We'll be shooting within 2 weeks. And I did the pilot that was 2 years ago or so. And right now we actually will be doing like 15 episodes or so. And, we're looking actually for some network people. So it would be if they give me better contract because one of the net actually approved one episode. I was not happy about it. But we decided for 15 episodes right now. So we still want to.
Well, that's pretty amazing. What is it about?
So basically, what we're doing, we'll be releasing the neighbors in a theatrical form. Means that the first two, three episodes will be in the theater, and then hopefully in TV as well online. So to respond to your question, what it's about is dealing with a relationship, current affairs, problem with money, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. No,
But
it,
it's by design for TV and also internet as well. I want people to have a really time, so that's what I'm working on.
well, that's great. I mean, it seems like a lot of your work, obviously all I've seen is The Room, but it seems like it's very centered around relationships. How much do you take from real life? Like you're,
I take as much as I can if you ask me. And in reference to The Room, I did the test. I interviewed dozens of people about relationship, and that's why you have a certain connection. When people seems to me, including mainstream media, I don't know what you're working with, who you're working for, or who you're working. But I'm just saying, even mainstream media, they're very kind right now for The Room because finally people getting the message that by design, I designed The Room in the sense that I want to deal with many different issues relate to relationships. And relationships is not just to relate to, for example, he or she or they. It's just, it's so many different, obstacles between what we go through every single day in our lives, and it doesn't matter you have money, you don't have money, you still end up have some issue about it. So I'm very happy about it. So yes, it does deal with the relationship with the neighbors. As you probably know, even vampire movies, I'm working on vampire movie, is somewhat dealing with the issue about surviving to the next generation. How far we can go, we as a human being. Can we live 200 years? My answer is for you. You may laughing at me, but I'm just telling you, we can live 200 years. That's my answer.
oh, what do you think that we can actually? I mean, like I would love to live 200 years. Do you think that we could actually live 200 years? I bet you could.
Yes, I believe very strongly because of the technology, and I believe very strongly that move on, next question.
Okay. Okay. Are you getting, because of the success of The Room, are you getting a lot more Hollywood backing with your new adventures, like with your vampire movie and Neighbors and stuff?
You know what? I said this very openly, and I will say it one more time. By the way, it's a good question.
Thank you.
My doors are open. So it's up to them. If they say yes, we can help you or whatever. But I'm doing my project, and some of the people missing the boat. But I'm not here to to be negative about Hollywood elite. I think a lot of people in Hollywood are there to dedicate people from big studio to small studio, from independent. So everybody try and do their best. And yes, absolutely, my doors are open, so it's what happened.
I mean,
if you know somebody, let me know. Move on.
I will. I can't imagine that people wouldn't want to work with you. I mean, with the success of the room, I would imagine that all your future endeavors would be highly successful, just because you have such a loyal fan base.
Well, thank you. I appreciate very much your statement and comment. Move on, next question.
Do you find that after a lot of people I know that have become successful, I've asked about this a lot. After your movie became successful, did you find a lot more people hanging around you or trying to be your friend?
Well, I try to, which is very hard for me right now, but I try to do the same what I did like used to. Meaning that don't change my standard of living, or not standard of living, but the living. Yeah, well, yeah, people want to hang out more. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Move on. The final question is?
I guess the final question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
You know what? I like to be part of entertainment. I'll be submitting my projects to other people to see it and work with them, work with people who are part of entertainment and doing better tomorrow for everyone. Also, I am launching, since you asked, launching my clothing, clothing release. I am designing as we speak right now. That's another thing.
Oh wow!
Designing clothing, underwear and also t-shirts, sweatshirts. Will be soon. You will see all over the world actually.
That's awesome.
You see, that's the background. What people don't understand, and my background is theater. I love stage, to be honest with you. Stage is my, and also Broadway, I forgot to tell you, we did the live show of The Room in AFI. I don't know if you're familiar with AFI.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Washington, D.C., we have several events, and people really like it. We did the entire play on the stage, and again, that was original concept what I have 10 years ago. You see, actually, if you really think about, let's correct the statement here that we talk about.
Great. I mean, it was so nice to talk to you, Tommy, and I'm really excited to meet you in person in Chicago next weekend.
Great.
Well, thank you so much for this weekend. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
You're very welcome. Have a movie time, and I'll say again, you can laugh, you cry, you can feel sad, but please don't hurt it. I love you all. Thank you very much.
And we love you, Tommy. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.